Some of you may know me as Paige, and some of you may know me as Polly. I'm here to discuss an issue that is very important to me, bullying. I know you may hear this word a lot from teachers and student leaders, but the words they say around the word has no meaning or not any meaning to some people. But to some, they mean so much. I've had first-hand experience with both bullying people and being bullied. Some way, you're like me. We're all getting bullied, or we're all bullies, whether you'd like to admit it or not. This is what I used to look like before I actually cared about what people thought about me, and now I look like this. And personally, I think that I look way better the way I am today than I was back then. But some people don't think I look better like this, and I get bullied a lot for it, and that's really sad. I don't understand why people are just so judgmental of other people. I mean, they're not, the way they dress and the way they act isn't affecting anyone but themselves. So why would you judge them on who they are by the way they dressed? And I don't understand it, so I wish people would stop being so judgmental. Some people, when they say stuff, they don't realize that they're bullying. But everything bad you say about somebody could be considered bullying, and that's what people don't realize. People are affected by others' words about them, whether they like to admit it or not. And with some, it can affect their day-to-day activities. It can affect their whole lives. And it's like it stays with them throughout their life. Like the words you say, it's kind of like a tattoo in their mind. It stays there, and every time you see it, you just think, wow, am I this person? Or am I like this? Or am I that ugly? Or something, whatever they're bullying you about. When you bully somebody, it affects them. Whether it's shown on their face or their body language or not, it affects them. And some people, you can bully to the point where they hurt themselves or hurt others or take their own lives or even take someone else's life. I think everyone should just stop saying rude things about other people. Think about it. Would you want someone saying these things about you? Think in your life how many bad things you said about a person. Think, would you like people saying these things about you? I know I wouldn't. Just think, kids in middle school, even elementary school, or in high school, just think, if they didn't have to deal with bullying on a day-to-day basis, maybe their lives would be different. I want you guys to do something. You see someone getting bullied or getting bullied behind their back. Tell that person that's bullying them to stop, because it's not cool. And it's really it's not okay. Maybe you might just save someone's life. Bye, guys. Approximately how many people in the school do you think get bullied on a day? Get bullied?
I think that, in terms of a percentage of students.
Yes.
I don't know an exact percentage. I think that it's a very real problem here, and I think there are students who are probably bullied every day, and I think there are students who bully students every day. And it's a problem that we want to pay special attention to by examining our school culture and who can really take a leadership role against it so that it stops and the problem gets better instead of worse.
Okay. How do they react in your sort of perspective?
I I've counseled many different kids who feel bullied. None of them feel great. None of them are happy about it. Some of them are angry and they want to fight back against the people who are bullying. Some of them are just hurt and sad, and it really lowers your self-confidence. Some people are just frustrated that it's happening at all, and they want to know how they can make a change, like within our school community, which is why we had Chris Gorman come last year and do the 2 sessions on bullying and how to really like change school culture and be a leader in the bullying arena by saying it's not going to happen here and standing up to it.
How do you counsel students that have been bullied?
I think it depends how they're reacting to the bullying, but we always try to encourage them to report the bullying so that the school can take a stance against it, and try really hard to encourage that person to promote the change so it doesn't keep happening to other people. And be sure there's a safety plan.
Do you think kids actually go to Mr. Dean for bullying? What do you think the percentage of it? Like half? More than so?
Some kids do, some kids
Do you think it's a big problem with bullying at MCI?
I think it's a big problem nationwide. I think that it's a big problem here, just like it's a big problem at Nokomis, a big problem at Lawrence. With Facebook and cell phones and texting, bullying happens constantly. You don't ever get a break from it. So with your wall postings and away messages, lots of people use that as a way to be mean and use those communication methods to spread nasty rumors. So I think it's as big of a problem here as it is at all the different high schools.
How do you think that MCI could change the whole bullying thing as a spotlight school to every school in the country?
I think it's up to the kids. I think the kids need to stick up for each other and kind of commit to making a change in their behavior. And I think the school can support that by education, like about how to intervene when someone's being bullied, and really not tolerating it. If it's observed or if it's reported, handling it seriously and making it known that bullying is not tolerated.
Do you think that if it could happen in the future for MCI to be a spotlight school against bullying?
I would love to think so. I think we have really nice kids here. I think we have a lot of really nice kids. If they
stick together,
really stuck together and focused on it and made that kind of their passion, I think that a lot would change. But I think the kids are where it needs to change.
Yeah, not that, do you think
adults can preach it all day long? I don't think that would change it as much as if some kids start lobbying with other kids against it.
But there's a lot of student leaders who preach against bullying. It hasn't changed.
I don't think we've spent a ton of time on it. I think we've done some important assemblies, and we've tried to do it as like all school thing. But I think we need more than just a few student leaders. We need leaders from all different peer groups and all different social circles to really come together and be sure that they're setting a good example and role modeling how not to bully and how to interfere when someone else is getting bullied.
Have you been bullied in the past?
Yep.
Did bullying affect your social life? If so, how?
It made me more out there. It made people not like me. It made people think I'm weird.
Have you been bullied?
Yes.
Did it affect your social life? If so, how?
I became anorexic after I was bullied, so I had to go through multiple treatments to get me back into the right state of mind, and everybody now sees me as the damaged girl.
You think your life would be different if you weren't bullied?
Yes.
How do you think it'd be different?
People would accept me for who I was instead of accepting who they think I am.